Is denial of God an escape or a struggle within? The unbeliever says, "There's no God." Is he thereby relieving himself of an eternal problem, or is he merely covering up the truth and trying to conceal it from himself, as it calls out to him at all times from within his innate nature? Is there really no God? Is the abstract truth too great for the unbeliever to deny it with such recklessness? Will this great truth always trouble him? Will his conscience call upon him to submit to it? Every little thing in this universe confirms many meanings about the existence of God. Matter, plants, animals, humans, and everything we see in the world of testimony call out, scream, speak quietly, and even silently say things in evidence that there is a great, mighty, sovereign God who governs and controls this universe, who directs and manages affairs, who alternates night and day, who cares for all his creation and knows what they do. A universe so vast and precise, from distant galaxies to a tiny atom with even more minute components, is certainly governed and controlled by someone. So the one who denies this has not comforted himself, but he denied it in order to find peace. However, his conscience will certainly struggle with him from within. It will certainly not leave him like this. It will certainly appear to him every day a truth that catches his eye and a sign of God's signs in the universe, existence, and life that tells him that the matter is not as you decided to escape. And you will have an account from the one who is greater than everything and whose existence dominates everything in existence. His precise creation calls out to you and his care for you even when you deny his existence. And he is compassionate towards you despite everything. Glory be to him. In other way, for the one who says God doesn't exist, has he really freed himself from the weight of that question, or is he simply covering it up, trying to silence something that continues to speak from deep within? What if this question isn't something outside of us, but something built into us, something whispering from our own conscience, from our very design? Is it possible that the truth, the reality of a creator, is simply too vast to be denied without leaving a trace? Too evident to be erased completely? From the tiniest particle to the most distant galaxy, from the veins of a leaf to the beating of your own heart, the world is overflowing with signs, whispers of design, purpose, care. Nothing in this universe runs itself. Order doesn't arise out of nothingness. Harmony doesn't emerge from chaos by accident. So when someone claims there is no God, is it really a conclusion, or is it a decision to escape a question too uncomfortable to sit with? This question, indeed, if we answer that there is a God, then there will be responsibility, accountability, etc. But the escape never lasts. Conscience is patient. It doesn't shout, but it doesn't sleep either. It knocks softly, again and again. It shows up when you witness beauty, when you're overwhelmed with love, when you stand at the edge of the ocean, when grief grips you, when you hold a newborn for the first time. These are not just emotions. They are doorways to something beyond ourselves. He, God, still gives you breath, still lets your heart beat, still lets you feel joy though you may not call his name. He is not offended by your doubts, but he invites you to listen, to reflect, to see. Denying God may feel like freedom, but what if it's just a temporary silence before a deeper voice calls again? What if the ache you feel sometimes is your soul remembering its source? In Quran, Allah says, "We will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that this is the truth." The truth doesn't scream, it waits. But when it calls, will you be listening?